We're back.
What do you say?
What can I do for you? At last, Belfetto. You say this is all the work of the Titan, of Aotis. You are too trusting in your superstition. The Queen knows and head down to bump. So
Hey guys, back to Purgatory. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I can't play it every day, that's for certain. But I think the break was long enough to have some fresh spirit for this. Yeah. I mean, I actually might play Diablo 2 tomorrow again because I really liked it.
I'm safe with you, Cap.
Some weird stuff is sometimes going on with Deadfire, my second monitor. Like right now, I can't go on my second monitor unless I like press the start button or something like that. When I just go over here with my mouse, The game doesn't let me go into my second monitor. I guess because you interact with the screen edges or something. I've never seen something like this before in any other game.
Good. I say still that you can't.
But then again, in Pathfinder, you can also like scroll your screen by going to the edges, but there you just straight up go on the second monitor. So it's weird.
We should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Of course, always excuses, Morbid. If we're gonna fail the run, that it's due to bugs. Didn't you know? It's never my fault. Oh, Irina died, so we don't have to do anything here. Okay, some sorcery is going on. Now I can interact with dialogue by pressing my 1. Okay, something is very wrong. Do you see my mouse thing blinking? Or whatever the word is? What is this? Let's see if Alt Tab does anything. Okay, I can go on the second monitor. That's the start. Nope. It's still like this. And I still can't press 1. I can do this, but wow, no. I don't want to do that. Do I have to restart because of this? Why can I not press 1? What is this? Burn the witch! Burn the drow! It's still doing it. Okay, I guess we have to close the game. We step back to Port Ma. No, please. Imagine you were not allowed to reload your game at all. Oh, the one works here. What was that screen that was bugged? I still can't leave my screen though. I have to press Windows to go on the second monitor. No, stuff like that never happens in Diablo 2. Diablo 2 has way too advanced tech for that kind of stuff. Kappa. I wasn't muted all that time, was I? Was I just muted for like the past 5 minutes? I was. So I don't know if you guys saw what just happened. I couldn't press escape and I couldn't interact with like the ship thing and whatnot. So the only button on my keyboard that brought up an interface was M for map. So that's why I had to save and quit out there. Everything was buggy as fuck. So now hopefully a restart is gonna fix it. Oh, I can't believe I was muted during that. That was the bugs galore. Alright, let's hope it's fixed now. It is fixed. And I can press escape again. Yay! I actually made a history where I can get that cannon, Archmage, but I forgot to get gift from the machine. It's literally the only thing that is missing from my custom history. Everything else is pretty good. But I was like, nah, might as well. I missed one thing. Might as well just keep importing my ultimate save from PoE 1. Because, hey. We did go to Deadlight first last time, didn't we? Pretty sure we did? Question mark? I wonder if it's smart. Yeah, it is a mega cannon. I mean, it's not that amazing, honestly. I have it in one of my other saves. It is a lot better than the base cannons you get, but there's some pretty good cannons you can buy that actually outshine them, in my opinion. Sinking ships using only as cannon. I mean, I'm not sinking any ships anyway, Archmage. The problem is, with Val challenge being one of the challenges in the ultimate, you have all these question marks. And doing ship combat with question marks is just questionable. So, we're not doing that anyway. It doesn't really matter what cannons we have. Really reconsidering my route right now. Because last time getting our Captain's Banquet from Dunwich was a little bit iffy. So right now I'm kind of thinking, what if we go Repeatketaka first? And then we go like Dunwich, Deadlight. Nah, I don't know. So my idea is maybe to go to Harbinger's Watch to get the guaranteed Captain's Bankard from there. Nah. Don't change what works. Archmage is a cheater, he just got caught. It is night, so it should be free. Oh, no, 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 I did not mean to click on this. I mean, technically it doesn't matter, but I don't think we're gonna get there at night now. So I guess we might as well sift through it. Water. Rope and grappling hook. Wow, that was not a lot of stuff, and this guy caught up to us again. That was probably not the best thing I ever did. Oh well. Hey, Captain Finks, guten Abend, wie geht's? Yeah, I'm using the cheesy tactician Barras right now, Lace, because I'm tired of having to restart over and over again. How's that legit, Archmage? No one else can get it, that's not legit. Wait, throwing grappling hook has might checks? I've never gone with 10 might before and I did not know that. But I guess it doesn't matter because athletics is OP. We have question mark athletics. Oh no, our athletics is actually shown, just the check is question mark. Found Troubadour Ascendant interesting regarding the outnumbered issue. But how do you beat mega bosses with that? And keep Vela alive at the same time.
I shall. I'll have this open in no time. I've done it.
Vela with scrolls all the time. I mean, it works if you can CC her, but does that class even have a free CC, or do you need scrolls for that as well?
I know just the thing. It's done. I'll take care of this.
I mean, if you've tried it and if it works, I guess it's fine. But I'm just lazy now. I've tried all these interesting combos, and I always ran into the issue that you're limited by something,
To make some new friends.
and
This open in no time.
that I just rather not waste my time and die over and over again.
I know just the thing.
Didn't fight a mega boss yet. Yeah, I think like the combination of how long it might take to kill a mega boss and having to keep Vela alive with scrolls might be a problem. I think, personally.
I'll take care of this.
I mean, Soul Blade is pretty good for mega bosses. It's just a combination Troubadour Soul Blade. I just don't think it's good for the ultimate. You know? Like, it's an awesome class if you're not playing the ultimate, but I just think for the ultimate, that's a problem. Because yeah, you can use scrolls, but you don't have an infinite amount. And you also can't wait for vendors to respawn the inventory. It's possible. I'm pretty sure it's possible. It's definitely possible with classes that kill bosses quickly, like the monk, because you won't need as many scrolls to keep her alive, but classes that might take some time to kill the mega boss and have to somehow keep her alive with scrolls at the same time. How do you even fit that many scrolls in your whatever it's called, your belt or whatever, your inventory thing? Oh, thank you, Pan, for resetting the host. No, I'm not using Firebrand. I'm a Baras priest, so I use Summoned Greatsword with Acid Lash or whatever it's called. It's a cute anime panda. But now Archmage is gonna think you're anime even more. I don't think I need more priest spells right now. I could go weapon and shield. Which feels like a wasted investment in a way. Because the shield eventually is gonna break. Confident aim is nice. And of course, one-handed for the rod skulls and two-handed for the summoned weapon. Some of these emotes. You cannot rely on buying a legendary armor in the mid-levels because it's freaking expensive to repair. Yeah, the only thing I'm relying on armor for is stuff that where I'm like, I'm gonna use this once for a certain fight, and the armor is probably gonna break completely during the fight anyway, but I'm just using it for an ability that's on the armor. Like, I'm gonna use the Deltros lightning armor when I fight the Ooze boss, because you can prolong the per rest buff that you can cast with it. You can prolong it with Salvation of Time. But I'm pretty certain during the Ooze fight, not only will I have to repair the armor, I'm pretty sure it's actually completely gonna break and be unusable after the fight. Because there's 4 stages of breaking armor, and if you take too much damage during a fight, it's just completely gonna break. Yeah, it is gonna be another Naked Dwarf run, but this time we're gonna be a sexy male, bald, gray-haired Naked Dwarf. because that's so much better. I mean, bald dwarfs are the best, but this game is a real bitch and didn't give me a portrait for it. So I had to use a human portrait, which makes me really sad. Which doesn't even look that dwarfy to me. But I don't have any custom portraits for this game. I should get some. I still don't know what to pick. I guess we go with this for now because it's kind of universal. I probably don't have a bomb again. But the bomb on the roof seems to be pretty guaranteed. So I guess we grab that. Why? There's a way to copy a buff from an ally. I don't think there's a way to copy a buff. Like, what you can do is, with hostile stuff, you can use Arcane Reflection. If you have someone that can self-cast it, obviously you can't cast Arcane Reflection on someone else either. You can reflect hostile spells, but I don't think you can copy friendly spells. You're probably thinking about Brilliant from the Cypher.
Damn, the cops run dry. Welcome, what says you, lad? Aye, you're likely to find him here from time to time. And why? It ain't been that long. I know how to get us started. Oh, careful though. Smoke. I'm listening.
I mean, you can't give it to Vela anyway because she's not an ally. You'd have to give it to like a summon or something. I'm actually not sure if summons even count as allies. But yeah, you definitely, in the first place, you can't give it to Vela. And in the second place, yeah, you can't get it back. Did you see the video about Brilliant from Disability? The Visage of Death Herald? I actually almost forgot about that. Now that you mentioned this, I have to be really careful. So basically there's a way to get Brilliant from this if you go with the correct answers. But there's a video on it.
You, Captain. I just know it is all.
Who's back from eating? What else would I be doing, Jarek? It's not like I'm playing this game one-handed. Basically, when you talk to the gods, when you're like traveling on the ship screen, I will show it in a second because as soon as I go towards Repeatketaka, we'll get the dialogue. I can also link the video because I have to find it myself as well. But yeah, basically, once you fought the Fire Drake, you'll have talked to the gods 3 times, and then this will have upgraded to give you Brilliant. But you have to kill the Fire Drake first before it won't be Brilliant. The first thing will be Smart, the next thing will be whatever the next thing is, and then there will be Brilliant.
Can't say I recognise
And it is per rest, so it's not super abusable. But it's a thing.
What did he say?
And it lasts for a very long time. Yeah, it is once per rest. But it also lasts for like 90 seconds if you have max int. That's like 60 seconds base or something. So it does last for a very long time.
He's a proper. You're a dead one now.
And you can prolong it with Salvation of Time, of course. Make it even last longer.
You lovely squid.
And since you'll have Brilliant, you get the picture. Consuming the energy output by humans trapped in the Matrix. That sounds at least more pleasant than what I thought you thought I was doing. Nom 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 nom. I can't see the other pirate, I'm scared. Where the fuck is he? Oh, there he is, okay.
I'll take care of this.
There's the bombs. No, my PoE 1 import is from the ultimate on PoE 1, so I wasn't allowed to have any companions. I did make a custom thing where I like sacrificed someone and whatnot, but I'm not actually using that right now because I missed
Indeed.
one thing. I missed, what was it called? The cruel +1 might thing that you get on the tower. So I was like, hey, I'm missing one thing, might as well not use this at all, because that's how I roll. I'm not gonna say Jarek, because what you said actually sounds more badass anyway. But yeah, right now I'm playing with the super unoptimized save. I'm pretty much not getting anything from PoE 1 except like dialogue stuff. But I don't think in the long run it really matters that much.
Right, that be. What says you, lad? Better drink up toast to all better friendship.
How is sacrificing a dare cruel?
Hey, sluice the ivories.
Wouldn't it be much more cruel to sacrifice a bird girl?
How comes it? We're having an uproarious. Well, we get wild enough and you would. What? But the lower floors locked up. They like divorce. I'm listening.
Sacrifice no one? You're such a pussy, Archmage. I mean, as I said, I actually didn't sacrifice anyone myself, so I'm not the one to talk. My whole UI is so buggy today for this game. Everything is bugging out. Hey Nogna, welcome back.
We'll just go for a bit. No one will notice we're gone.
I'll handle
Ja. So heiß und stickig vor allen Dingen heute. Jedenfalls bei uns hier so Hat so ein bisschen geregnet. Und jetzt ist es einfach nur ekelhaft.
Take care of this.
Only been speak is about. Let me add this special.
Ja, hier auch.
Someone?
Shut up, Bella.
Throw the first punch.
Not gonna throw anything. Hier hat's vielleicht für 2 Minuten geregnet, wenn überhaupt. Ist wärmer. Bei uns sind 32 Grad. Wie viel ist bei euch? Aber ja, normalerweise ist es im Rheintal wärmer, das stimmt. Sorry, Archmage. We're gonna stop.
What says you, lad? Just eat hearty, you bone-idle chums. Be merry and wild. I might be going cross-eyed. How many fingers am I holding up?
What's this I hear? Think you'll be having a fight without me? To luck and a hot fight and a good captain, brutal Ben. Oh, aye. You swabs want to hear me play, dear?
Play it loud and long, Ben. Aye, show 'em how it's done.
Lend your ears for utter bliss. A sweeter sound you never heard.
I was gonna say, why is Ben was in this, but it just looked weird. Why he's in this now?
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, you just learned something, that's true.
A toast to brutal Ben his blood.
31 laut wetter.de. Unser Thermometer zeigt gerade keine Außentemperatur an. Achso, ja, wahrscheinlich, weil es zu heiß ist. Best way to learn German. And it's even free. Kappa. I think I still want this. Just because of the recovery. Oh yeah, this actually has less recovery on it. Thermometer ist geschmolzen.
What a day, Beth. Let's tell the crew.
Like, ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
I'll take care of this.
I will have not enough mechanics again. I keep forgetting that I have to put 1 point in mechanics. I hate my life. I always am missing 1 mechanics here at Deadlight.
I know just the thing. There. I'll have. What's this? Well, isn't this brilliant?
Yeah, knowing English is kind of mandatory these days.
I'll take care of this.
I mean, I have cousins in Australia, England, and France. So it kind of came with the territory. But learning it
I'll have.
for real life is a pretty big thing as well. Or like learning it outside of family and stuff. You're just so much more informed when you speak English.
I'll have this open in no time. It's done. I'll take care of this. Let's see what we found. I know just the thing. There.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I mean, I know some Russian words, like some numbers and stuff. I could count a little bit in Russian and like know some single words, but actually talking and understanding the language is completely impossible for me. Funny enough, it's the same for French, even though I had French in school for 2 years. But yeah, I can like
I'll have this open in. I've done it.
count to 1,000 or something in French, or probably even more than that. And I know a little bit more French, like sentences and words and whatnot in French than I would know in Russian, but still I can't understand anything a French person is saying, let alone even talk to them. I mean, you're doing fine, Archmage. Sometimes there's some misunderstandings, but for the most part, we can understand each other. I mean, yeah, you're just typing, it's true, but the harder part about talking to someone is actually understanding what they're saying, I feel like.
I know just the thing. It's done. I'll take it.
It's like, yeah, if you ever have your first conversation, you might have trouble coming up with something to say, but that's something you learn over time, you know? But for me it was really bad when I had my first conversation ever. I just couldn't understand what the other person was saying, even though it was something super simple. But yeah, streams do help. Practice in general. Like, it's much better to practice listening to something and understanding it than just reading. Oh, also let's go here first.
I'll have this open in no time. I've done it. I'll take care of this.
Let's start a conversation like this. Have you ever heard about our Lord and Savior, God? Blood for the blood God. Believe it or not, I'm actually so bad with references that I don't know where that is a reference from, even though I know it's one of the super most popular references ever. I still don't know where it's from. Oh, it's from Warhammer. I've never played Warhammer. I might someday, but as you guys know, the list is long.
I'll take care of this.
The list is long and it's getting longer.
What's this?
Okay, I think we looted most of the stuff.
I promise to be careful.
Das ist Tabletop-Spielen, keines der Videospiele. Ich habe noch überhaupt kein Tabletop gespielt. Auch kein Pathfinder oder so. Okay, Nagna.
I'll handle this. Let's see what we found. I know just the thing. I'm here. Of course. I'll take care of this.
So here's where we potentially get into trouble with our low mechanics. I think Thieves Putty should be enough, but I'm not entirely certain. We still have lockpicks, right? Oh no, we don't. But isn't that just great? At least this time I'm not gonna be stupid enough to use my Thieves Putty without lockpicks. We're getting somewhere.
I'll have this open in no time.
Alright, so we go get lockpicks.
I know just the thing.
Why the eyes? Did I miss something? Whenever I see eyes, I think I missed something. Yeah, it's usually people like Archmage and Megania that remind me of how blind I am, Somolo. That is true.
You got a spot. How can I do right away?
Alright, let's see. Lockpicks, please. Wait! I had lockpicks in my inventory. Just not here. I think? Or did I just buy 13? Maybe I bought 13. Maybe he had 13. Maybe actually just at 30. Typical Victoria. And it's no problem, lockpicks are cheap. Best part you can skip in this game, it's an ultimate run. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, even just normal TCS. It's just... Who even needs that? Only crazy people.
The Deadfire is perfect for this little Orlan.
She does! She's the worst. And then she asked for Ripple Sponge, a sword. She's asking for so much, and she's giving nothing in return.
I'll have this open in no time.
My game is really choppy today, but the FPS is fine. I don't know why it's so choppy.
I know just the thing.
Okay, let's hope the Thief's Body will actually suffice here.
I'll have this open.
Okay, awesome.
There.
I feel like these boots aren't even that necessary for this run because we're using the...
I'm Zan.
What's it called? For stealing anyway, the spark crackers. But I don't know. It just feels better to grab them. PC temperature. I mean, it is really hot. Maybe. But I can't really do anything about the temperature. I need new fans. My fans are really bad. I want a name in the office. I want $1 million for this tournament's crazy. Yeah. He doesn't want us as fans anymore. I mean, if you can come over and cool my PC, I'm down.
It was their first hanging. Had the rope too long, so we cut the top.
Hey, welcome back 40. You didn't miss much because I had lunch in between.
Possible that.
It is. I'm telling you, I saw it.
So all we did was this, basically. But yeah, my game is really buggy today. What the fuck is even going on? Palmwedel, Stämmchen und Wedel den PC-Kühl für 15 € die Stunde. Ja, ich weiß nicht. Mein Ventilator ist schon drauf und irgendwie reicht's nicht. PC running slowest part of Ultimate Challenge, minus 50% GPU speed. Maybe. I mean, one thing for certain, Deadfire in itself, Ultimate Challenge or not, is really heavy on a PC compared to what type of game this is. It's not like some crazy 3D game or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Browser cookie. Maybe. I haven't actually cleaned my browser, whatever it's called, memory in a while. But yeah, the game is not very optimized at all, the engine or whatever. I do clean it a lot with stuff like CCleaner, but Not really once a week. I usually do it when there's a Windows update, because updates really fuck over stuff. Okay, I need to bring up the video now.
Ring of a bell comes to you on a cold.
So I'm gonna link the video for you guys as well, because someone asked for it earlier. Basically, you can get brilliant inspiration from one of the Watcher abilities if you go with the correct answers. I think in this first conversation it's the stoic ones. But one thing is important, that you don't go with any other what's the word, disposition answers than the one you're supposed to go. Okay, brilliant and Watcher abilities, I guess. Nah, that wasn't enough. I guess we add Deadfire. I'd have to look it up on the forums, because I found it through the forums. Let's see. Obsidian. I mean, Gold Bullen, the thing is, what happens if your memory gets too high in general on your PC? The whole PC can slow down because of it. And like the cookies, it's a part of it. Your browser, it is a part of the, what's the word, of the memory of the RAM. I think RAM is what it's called in English. Yeah, Windows Update is really bad. That's why I always see cleaner after Windows Update. Because Windows Update doesn't remove what it updates. Like, it installs new stuff. It installs the update, but it doesn't delete what was the old thing. So... but maybe I need to do it more often. Yeah, maybe not the cookies in itself, but the total memory of the browser can get pretty big if you don't clean for too long. The cookies in itself are pretty small, I guess. Okay, so here's the video. No, it's not. Oh, I found it. Okay, cool. Let me link this for you guys and also put it on stream. Give me a second. Oh, also shout outs to who made this video. Jack Jimmy J, he's sometimes here in chat as well. Lisa Vasky on Obsidian forums. So this is a link to the video. There you go. And now I'm gonna put it on the screen. Hopefully I'm actually gonna capture. Okay, cool, I am. I'm not really seeing this right now. Let me actually put my OBS on the other monitor. Oh yeah, okay, cool, awesome.
The ring of a bell comes to you on the ring you are, and then in this nether back the shifting
Watcher, I tasked you to discover Aethys'.
So it's not stoic, it's actually clever that we need to go. So there's two clever options that we need to go, but it's also important to never go with something like aggressive or whatever, never to go with, well, what's not clever, in the first conversation at least. As I said, there's going to be 3 conversations. I'm not sure if the others are going to be clever as well, but we'll look that up once we get there. There's one after Hazongo and one after Fire Drake. I just want to see the second one. Honestly, I actually should do this answer by answer now that I think about it. I'll go back to the game real quick. How do I do this best? If I put my game on the second monitor, what are you guys seeing on stream right now? Are you seeing the video or are you seeing my game? You're seeing YouTube? Okay, so I guess I'll just leave the... Oh, you're seeing the game now, okay. I guess it doesn't really matter what you're seeing though, as long as you don't see anything else. I'll go back to the video after I'm done with this to show you the whole brilliant thing. But right now it's just game with Bandicam. Oh, also, for those who are gonna bitch about this little app while I'm still using it, yes, I do have 2 monitors now, but sometimes I still find it practical to have this on my main monitor. Alright, so we had I can follow EOSS around, blah blah blah.
I will send you help. Do not give me cause to doubt.
And then... Oh, now I can't change to the other monitor again. Dude, this game is the worst. Why does it let me not change? Alright, so we have to do this. I'm really sorry. Now I'm on the video again. Oh, now I'm showing YouTube? Really? Okay, give him a relationship, blah 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 is what we need next. So have I been showing YouTube all this time or have I been showing the game? I'm still not certain.
Andra could do with a new act. Her current one is great.
Okay, let's go back to the video. Since I asked if you've seen YouTube, oh, okay. Because someone said in game, so I was confused.
They see to their own.
Figure the ash from Margaret.
I acted it to move against him while his
The pallid knight.
No.
Another is old Avis. You look up then into Ava Helios.
These are all easy.
Scan Helios feathered crest.
You're born to, however.
Pallid knight.
Aeolus can both stand.
Margaret grit. She begins to Margaret stop.
Even if we manage to
Pallid
Margaret,
Rorica. Her voice takes on a sharp.
your opinion.
Though her tongue.
We will act.
The pallid knight. The words.
Follow.
The black of the.
Your debt to me remains.
Okay, this one is a complicated one. Where we have to be careful not to pick option 1. Oh, it looks in-game because it's Bandicam. Right. I see what you mean now. Ban him.
They see
to move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness.
You look up then and Helios feathered crest stands on end.
However,
Even
if we manage,
her voice takes on a sharp.
your debt.
Alright, there we go.
remains unpaid.
So we'll see about that. Easy. Alright. I go back over to the video now. As soon as I can, because that fire is glitchy. Okay. There you go. So just to show this real quick before I end the video capture again. So the first stage after we did what we just did, you don't get the brilliant yet. You get smart, I think. So you can cast this on Vera, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you get smart. Lasts for 54 seconds. And then after the last one, which I'm pretty sure is after Fire Drake. Yeah, brilliant. As you can see, it's already 94 seconds there. Because it works with int and longer beneficial durations and whatnot, and the base is like 50 or 60 seconds or something. So it is pretty good. Alright, let's go back. Make this PoE2 again. Put this back on that monitor. We should be good to go again. I'm not gonna waste this on her now. But as you can see, it already says intellect inspiration. So it did work. Didn't understand the shit, but very interesting. So basically you're just upgrading the Watcher ability to make it better. It's pretty good. But I don't think I'll ever be using it unless I get into trouble. Because I can get brilliant easily by going into stealth or going into like withdraw or invis. But it is great for some other classes that can't get brilliant as easy. But since we're cheesy boys, we don't have that kind of problems. Give me your money.
Of course.
That's very disappointing.
Watch it. It's not working.
What is that attack speed? Faster. Die, Fuzzy Orlan. It's okay, guys. I'm not killing Burua right now. This is just Burua's evil twin.
Oh, I'd be a rare tick from
We're just punishing this guy for trying to be Burua.
lost one. I'll handle this.
Poor Seraphin. He's always the first to go because he's always the first one you get. Furry Smurfs live dangerously near Victor, that is true. Oh no, furries. So, is your name a reference to furries? Or is it a reference to Fury? I was actually a little bit unsure about the route, Ratty. I was wondering if there's an improvement to the route if we don't go to Deadlight first. But I dropped that idea and now we're going pretty similar than before. And yeah, I think it's just gonna be the same. We go Repeatketaka, do Repeatketaka stuff, we go here. We get the bound. Oh, we're not stealing the cloak this time, Ratty. We're not going to Consort's place until we actually want to kill Consort, because we're a tactician now. So there's literally no reason. The only thing the cloak is good for is DLCs. DLCs and maybe Ooze. It could be good for Ooze, but I don't think we really need it for Ooze, but we're not going to do Ooze before DLCs anyway. So when we go towards doing DLCs and killing mega bosses, we will go to Consort first and kill him. And then we'll just grab the cloak along the way, but we don't, with this class we don't need the cloak unless we do DLCs, because we get brilliant whenever we want. So why bother with the cloak? Maybe still going to Crookspur though. I'm not certain about Crookspur yet. Killing Consort, how rude. Well, I have this little bitch of a quest here that tells me to kill Consort. it's also calling him the Everlasting Archmage, so maybe I have to kill Archmage Scorpion too, just to be safe. I know you are, I know, but I can make certain and kill Consort first, and maybe if you're lucky the quest will be completed and then you may live. Not Consort or favorite pet. I mean, we're still gonna get the pet though. He's just gonna become a pet again. Yeah, I didn't get to Jodie yet because I usually just talk to her in Repeatketaka. I mean, you could talk to her on Maha, but I usually just skip that and talk to her on Repeatketaka and then kill her too. No, it doesn't say anything about Tane and Langra's Archmage, it's just the boss from Forgotten Sanctum that you have to kill, the Beholder thing.
Here, I'm the harbor master. Yeah?
Show them. Yes. Now.
What? What?
I was gonna say the Unseeing Eye, but that's a different game.
Run for it!
Alright, the Oracle. Evil music? Wasn't that just normal PoE music? Okay, Nogna, have a nice evening too. And yeah, we're not really gonna have fun in Repeatketaka, but we're gonna make the best of it. As always. For the next hours. Yay, level up. But yeah, Repeatketaka for me personally is the worst part about the challenge. I don't feel like Maha is that bad because it's pretty short. But Repeatkaka is just... ugh. I don't think we need more diplomacy. I'm gonna put one more point in it just to be safe. It says kill Dragolich. Yep. That's what it says, Archmage. And she's probably the easiest enemy to kill on the entire challenge, on the entire quest log. Yeah, we're gonna go bluff a little bit later. It's just that I realized that you need diplomacy if you have a mutiny on your ship. So I'm going diplomacy first, just in case we randomly get a mutiny. Oh, thank you, Modern Savagery. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since the whole thing has gone for the better, so I'm already feeling a lot better than I used to. Used to feel very shitty for 14 years, so I think it's actually been over a year since that period has passed, so it's quite a while. I think it's actually easily over a year. I think it was like May last year or something. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Pan, as well. Alright. There will be no mutiny from the chat group. So I guess I don't need to level diplomacy in real life. Yeah, thank you, 40. Yeah, Jarek, my about hasn't been there for very long. I put it there like a couple of days ago. Less than a week ago, I think. Suffered from similar issues, so I can relate. Just want to say in case there's a parent, I'm never serious. Yeah, don't worry, it is apparent. I mean, I'm like that in real life, so no worries.
I'll take care of this.
Yeah, thank you, Modern Savagery. We could talk about it sometime if you want. It's not like I desperately need to talk about it to like feel better or anything, because I had to see a psychiatrist or whatever it's called in English for a couple of years when it all started, like back in 2004. And I'm not really the type of person where when the situation in real life doesn't get better, talking really helps. Like, yeah, if it gets better, talking helps, but if it's like the doctor gives you medicine and you're supposed to get better by taking medicine and by talking to the doctor, that doesn't really help me. But yeah, ever since we've moved on from that really sad period, you know. Alright, I'm gonna copy that real quick. Give me a second. Of course, now my game doesn't let me. Also, I just had a sound, an alert sound, but nothing shows on screen. So let me open up this real quick. It's still not showing. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know. Did anyone catch that alert? That doesn't show up for me at all what it was. Alright, let me copy the Discord real quick. There we go. Yeah, it still shows the character level. It shows a couple of things, 40. But I mean, full ultimate doesn't have anything to do with that anyway. Like, this is Val's challenge. You could play it on its own and it would still show the same. But yeah, it's really weird. I mean, this, I think, is intended that it shows the level in these numbers. But it's really weird sometimes in conversation, when you have a conversation about cop-ass. Yeah, I know, I'm just explaining it anyhow because sometimes it's not very consistent. Sometimes you talk to someone and they say, please give me question mark cop-ass, and then you're like, hey, sure, here's 400 cop-ass, and all of a sudden the number shows. So I'm not sure which of these are intended and which are just unintended. It's just a little bit weird sometimes. Alright. Open up Discord. Oops. Hey Jack, Jimmy J. I don't know if you were here earlier. We just used your video earlier for the brilliant inspiration. And why Barras? Just because of the better summoned weapons. Like, if you're smart with positioning better, withdraw is enough for the brilliant part. You don't really need Invis. Invis is a little bit more flexible. You have to be a little bit more careful with withdraw, but at the end of the day you have to be really careful anyway, so I don't think that's a big deal. But the summoned weapons are much better. The Rod Skulls is really good because it is a ranged weapon, so you get all the ranged accuracy on it. What the fuck? And the Greatsword is just better than, for example, the Skane summoned weapons. If you ever need to use melee and need to use this, then the Greatsword is really good. But in general, the Rod Skulls just have a lot of accuracy. They're one-handed, so they get plus 12 from that. And the ranged accuracy stacks with normal accuracy, so you get like 170 accuracy on those. And they crush, which can be useful sometimes. Would Skeen be easier for Oranic? I might just kill the thing with summons, the cleansing sigil. I probably will just kill it with summon, so I'll ideally not lose my brilliant when I send my summon in. But yeah, it would be a little bit easier for sure. Okay, my Discord opened. I'll just add modern savagery real quick. There you go. Should be added now. Thank you. Alright. Now. Don't think she has anything amazing to steal. It's really confusing me that fast time sometimes doesn't show. Oh, also the barrel might be in the way there. Nope. And she didn't have anything.
I'll take care of this.
I forgot to talk to this guy, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did.
It is not as easy as it seems to turn a profit in Neketaka, but there is opportunity.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of issues today, also with FPS in-game. I don't know. Oh, okay. I don't know why this was on. It didn't actually help though. It did not help at all. Is it any better for you guys?
Be with you and just glad came in on the sloop. Well, and if I don't get you do it all comes down to
Yeah, it's really bad right now. I could restart, I guess. Oh, close Discord. Okay. Oh yeah, streamer mode thing. Alright. Oh shit. Dude. Everything is going to shit right now. Oh, okay, it did quit. Hi. Let's try this out. I might have to restart the game. I think it's probably best if I restart the game. Low on RAM. Yeah, let's just quit the game then. I don't think I have too many apps open. Yeah, I don't really have anything else open except for browser and OBS. I mean, technically I could close the browser. But I think this is gonna help the RAM a lot if I just close and reopen. But I think the main problem is it's really hot today, and as I said, my fans of my PC aren't that amazing, and I need to get new ones. And if it's just relatively normal temperature, I can manage, but if it's like today where it's really hot, then that just adds. Yeah, it is a technical issue, Modern Savagery. It's not normal that it gets like that. It always happens, but it isn't usually this bad for me. Yeah, but my browser didn't run a full day 40. I actually just restarted my PC before I started the stream. So the browser shouldn't really be soaking up RAM. Also I have Opera, which is not as RAM heavy as Firefox at least, but I don't know about Chrome because I'm not really using it. Well, let's see. Hopefully it's fixed. Otherwise I'll have to CCleaner or something. Restart PC. I think it's just the temperature right now. The bitrate I'm streaming at is relatively low right now too. The badge says I beat the ultimate, and yeah, it shows a little emote. The badge is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. My FPS actually looks worse without VSync for some reason. So I guess we put that back on. Does it look any better for you guys? Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna have turn-based. Oh, awesome! Because Sven the direction said in an interview, it's not hard to get into our games. Like the 22 and Baldur's Gate 3 are gonna have time to decide in turns. Oh, that is awesome! I'm so hyped about that. I mean, Jarek, they might still have real-time with pause as a side mode. But, man, I'm hyped for the turn-based. Let's actually check over here. Is it still choppy for you guys? It still seems kind of choppy for me. If it would be like in PoE 2, I would be very disappointed.
The Hazanui is at the palace.
But I don't think Larian will do that half-assed shit.
Well, did they?
Of course not. But the Queen Merla. How is every ship hunter taken?
Was that the interview that Faxtra Live posted? Modern Savagery? I haven't watched that interview yet. I have to watch it. But yeah, Jarek.
Summon the guards if you want to be difficult, Aimiko. Kindly leave.
Jarek, I really hope for those who want real-time with pause, it will still be in there. Otherwise, I understand your disappointment. Yeah, sharing generally is no problem, Modern Savagery. It's just if it's something that isn't appropriate for the stream, but if it's related to the stream, it's fine. I mean, but if real-time with pause is a secondary, Jarek, I don't think it's gonna be worse. Like, what can you mess up with turn-based? With real-time with pause. You can mess up a lot of stuff with turn-based, but there's not that much to mess up with real-time with pause, in my opinion. How is the guy turned into an illithid? I mean, that is what they do, illithids, in a way. But it's shown in a weird way. It's shown like it's a virus or something. But yeah, it is how they reproduce. It's just shown in a weird way. And yeah, 40. The thing about real time with pause, why a lot of people don't like, or at least me and people who think like me, don't like it as much, is not because of the real time with pause in itself. Like most games I play are real time with pause. The problem is if you want to play co-op with real time with pause, it's an absolute shit show. I don't know if you ever played Baldur's Gate co-op before. It's not fun. It's just everyone gets into each other's way with the pausing. It's not fun. Oh, also, yeah, there's a whole video about the serum of Phosis thing. A very funny video about Larian kidnapping one of the sword, whatever the firm is called, the people who own the rights to Baldur's Gate. They're like kidnapping one of them to learn about the serum of Phosis. Yeah, and as I said, 40, I hope that there will be real time with pause for the people who just want it for the single player. Let's hope they make both things happen.
If Luca doesn't see reason that...
Let's hope they find a way. I don't know how easy it is to actually have two different modes that are not shit, like in Deadfire, but that actually are good.
Please, what say? Do you have business with my people? I wish to... What's my father? Father has fallen ill. And while I am barred from the...
I mean, the thing is, we don't need to worry about Larian's turn-based mode. It's not gonna be like in Deadfire. It's obviously gonna be like in Divinity. But I also don't see how they could mess up real-time with pause if it's also in the game, if they make both modes. I think the harder part is making a good turn-based. Like, that's what Deadfire didn't accomplish. So, if it's a company that already knows how to make turn-based, hopefully they won't have trouble making real-time with pause.
When will those arrogant louts decide that enough is enough?
I said graphic-wise, it's gonna be more realistic. It seems like the trailer. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be 100 years after Baldur's Gate, right? Hey, Misrals. No, I've not tried the turn-based mod for Pathfinder and Kingmaker. I've only read about it the other day. But my question, why I didn't rush to try it, is especially because I played turn-based in Deadfire and it's just really bad. Does the mod actually change balance in the game? Or is it just auto-pausing for you at the end of each turn? What is the mod actually doing? Like, do you get action points? Or do you get, like, I have a standard action, I have a swift action, I have a free action? How does it actually work? Is it well implemented? Or is it just an auto-pause? But yeah, I guess probably should just try it for myself. Read some Russian interview about Baldur's Gate 3 and says we'll have a much darker world. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. And yeah, those who don't know Mistrals, he's a fellow content creator. And he knows a lot about Pathfinder.
Merla, if you are not on Ak, Tawenu is lucky. I only seized the forgery. The galley is too good. Besides, lying is second nature to the Ranga heir and his ignorant clientele. I can almost guarantee the company will put it to more dignified use. But breaking a contract for diplomacy's sake is simply not done. Go.
Okay.
Let's see what we found. I'll have it.
Works mostly as it should. You have your actions like you should according to the rules. Oh, that sounds good. There are some strange bugs here and there. It struggles with the concept of a 5-foot step, for instance. Right, so I guess move actions don't work. I guess 5-foot step is mainly that vulnerability that lets you move like for 5-foot steps. I forget what it's called. But yeah, it sounds like great fun. Yeah, I don't know. Do I want to bother stealing in here? Is the stuff valuable at all?
I'll have this open in no time.
Yeah. Let's not waste time on this.
I know just the thing.
Actually, I don't think I get any XP for talking to them yet. Because I haven't been to the palace.
Let's keep quiet.
I'll go upstairs later. I'll have to come back here eventually. So the classes are not gonna be as flexible as Divinity 2. Oh yeah, that is good. I mean, it wouldn't be Baldur's Gate if it would be classless like in Divinity 2. We definitely don't want them to make another Divinity game and call it Baldur's Gate. That would be horrible. I think that's what most people are most afraid of, than making a game that's not Baldur's Gate and calling it Baldur's Gate. So classless is a complete no-go.
Akira, you return. What say, friend?
Because classes in Divinity are not classes. Classes just define what skills you start with, and after that you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Akira, my village is you are a friend.
Oh, an emerald there.
Come closer, Watcher. We should. And here I thought Tawenu would hold vigilance. Civilian, stop.
The mod very much changes the balance of the game, like initiative becomes more valuable, spellcasting, AoE in a group is way better since everyone is not moving around all the time. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I think the balance would be much better in Pathfinder with turn-based. Especially with swift actions and free action and stuff like that. Yeah, they do have their place in real time with pause, but I feel like certain skills that seem pretty shitty right now will just seem much better. And yeah, the endless dungeon is tons of fun. Balance in Pathfinder. Not saying balanced as in as well balanced, just say that the balance works better with it. And yeah, Mistral's guides are amazing. I actually really messed up my sorcerer. I mean, it still beat the game fairly easily, but if I would have watched Mistral's guide before doing my sorcerer, I would have done a lot of stuff different. But I did watch it eventually after I was done with my playthrough.
Do you enjoy coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword? Ado, my friend. No, tell me. You are the one. 1,000 times I practice my spell. No one will you. My contact saw.
Yeah, I mean, not saying the kineticist was necessarily rushed, but I just found that when I experimented, whatever the English pronunciation for that is, with kineticist, I found that starting with like different elements and stuff was pretty fun for me personally. I always like start with different elements now. But there's also the matter of opinion, of course, in certain things. I just like to be tanky at the start. And I like to get stuff like Deadly Earth at level 13 over getting the other spell at level 17. That's literally the same. But the Kineticist guide was still good. I used it as a base of info before I actually started theory crafting about my own Kineticist build. Oh, the game's length is gonna be like Divinity 2. That sounds amazing. Yeah, we did talk about the Kineticist a little bit, Mistrals, didn't we? Back when I started mine. But at least I did not make the mistake of starting my Kineticist first before watching your guide. That time I watched your guide first. I mean, I started Kineticist first in the DLC because it was just the DLC and it was awful anyway, the Varnhold slot. But when I made my serious Kineticist for the main campaign, I was like, I can't play it like I played it in the DLC. I have to actually make a good one, so I watched your guide first. And then I experimented around a bit. And yeah. combined knowledge is always better. Like when people stick their heads together and talk about stuff. That helps.
The Queen is holding court today with the Valians and Rowatanians.
And yeah, they are god tier OP almost no matter how you build them. Yeah, but you can make up for the lack of good defense real well with starting with air physical and earth mistrals, because that way you get the shield armor and the damage reduction. It does start off a little low, but it does get online fairly quickly because you don't actually have to actively use it. You can actively use it to make it better. It does help quite a bit with leveling in the Endless Dungeon. It is a little bit of a different story in the main game though. In the main campaign, you have to be really careful early game. But I found it fairly easy to level the Kineticist on the Beneath the Stone Lance DLC if you start with air. When Vic is playing Deadfire, he's talking about Pathfinder and vice versa. Yeah, sorry about that, Virgilius. Also, what's up, Virgilius? Yeah, Arcane early game is so strong.
Easy now.
Arcane early game is just great. But also, Arcane late game, while it's still great, it's so much weaker than Kineticist.
I'll take care of this.
It's still great, don't get me wrong. But yeah, both games are awesome, so why not, right? I mean, 3-man party, why would you go with the different element combos and solo? I'd still like start air fizz, then go earth, and then go fire, personally. I don't see a big difference for the elements. You get the best of every element that way. You get the fire a little late, but ghosts are also super late, so it doesn't really matter. And if you have a 3-man party, maybe you have someone else who has fire without flasks, and at the end of the day there's always flasks. I actually did the whole troll layer just with flasks. Why is there so many people here? Is it midday? Hour 17. I guess it's kind of midday because there's 26 hours. Blizzard added Weep event on Heroes of the Storm. I mean, isn't Heroes of the Storm super Weep anyway?
I'll handle this.
We could use the Abraham dog for a while, I think. Yeah, probably the best pet right now. Where's my perception pet? Did I not pick it up? Oh fuck. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's here. I got scared for a second. Oops. I haven't played XCOM, but I think there's a lot of people who played XCOM. But what I gathered from XCOM is that basically the game kind of lies to you about your accuracy, or it doesn't actually entirely lie to you, but you get like decreasing accuracy the more often you've hit enemies. So your accuracy might say like 97% accuracy, but you miss 20 times in a row, so RNG is a pretty big bitch in that game. On my ultimate run, I have 21 days left with 7 bosses down. I'm at the Rudugan, which I can beat with my tester, but only in 2.5 days, which is too fucking long. So, what is open after the Rudugan? Which bosses are still left? Also, are you asking for advice how to kill the Rudugan quicker? What class are you playing? I think he was talking about XCOM 2. XCOM is a lot like Divinity 2 in many ways. Oh really, I did not know that. You also have to consider cover. And yeah, I think Raddy said that before. He really liked the old XCOM, but didn't like XCOM 2 at all. Oh, you're playing Tactician Priest as well, right. Are you using the Rod Skulls or are you not a Barras? Because Rod Skulls would be really good against the Rudugan. Because A, the high accuracy, and B, the crashing damage. Rod Skulls is shit, I tried it several times. I tried it, it was amazing. Did you have the ranged accuracy ring and all that stuff that gives you ranged accuracy? And did you use Avenging Storm or whatever it's called, the scroll that gives you lightning damage? And did you use the helmet that gives you lightning damage? Avenging Storm. Axes in each slot and dot him. I don't think you can dot him enough with weapons breaking. I might be wrong, of course. Oh, you don't have the helmet. But yeah, do you have the ring? If armor is a problem, you need the ring of marksman. Like, you need all the range accuracy and all the range penetration stuff that you can get. Because the thing about Rod Skulls is just crit him all the time. How to trigger it? So basically, how you trigger it, Virgilius, is you get the boots from Animance's tower. You have beaten Fire Drake, haven't you? 145 accuracy with Rod Skulls? That sounds wrong. You can have 170 or something with Marksman's Ring and with Scordios. So basically, you have the Essence Interrupter bow. I can actually show it on my other character. But you probably get the picture. You full attack yourself with the boots with Essence Interrupter. It's actually pretty easy. And they're once per encounter, and since it's boots, it regens. Yeah, no problem. You can only do it once per combat. So, hit or crit or graze, you have to take whatever you get. Oh, you need Blunting Belt as well, that's important. You need Blunting Belt so you have more armor. Then you have more slash, pierce, I think pierce armor. Then you have lightning armor, because otherwise it won't actually proc a lot of lightning damage. No, I haven't beaten the golem in the actual ultimate yet. I mean, I could create footage with my clone guy. if I wanted to. Yeah, I mean, some scrolls would be better, Jimmy J, that is true. But the problem with scrolls, I mean, if you use it for a specific fight and you know I have one scroll, okay, it's cool. But the thing is, if you use the boots and the bow, you can always use it every fight, you know? That's just something you will always use, and you will always have like 100% more damage, or 90% or whatever. Because your deflection will always be low with this type of character. So yeah, just do this. Do this on self. That was a pretty low roll, that was a 63, but still. It's 63% damage, boom. So, even for a crit, that was definitely low. You can definitely get more than that. But you can only do it once combat. You can spam it out of combat. But yeah, I've seen better. But it's still a nice free little buff. Didn't see, oh yeah. So basically it doesn't, if you use it twice quickly before it ran out, it doesn't actually replace the other buff, so you have to wait for it to run out. But I'm sure we can get a 90 as well. Oops. Let's do it again. 79. Nice enough. For some reason this is 89 now, I don't know why. Oh, because of Flash. So yeah, that's a nice little juicy, almost 90, free. But yeah, the way I can keep doing this out of combat, you can't keep doing it in combat, of course, because it's just one spam counter. But at least it does recover after combat, because it's not an ability. So that is pretty cool. Did you see it now, Virgilius? Oh yeah, also if you want that lash to be decent, you want to level metaphysics, but honestly the lash doesn't do that much. It is an extra like 9 damage or whatever. So it's pretty nice nonetheless. But yeah, you don't have to level metaphysics.
Easy now.
No, that is the boots. Sorry, I guess I looked one more time. That is a no quarter boots. It doesn't do lightning damage. It's because I'm full. I'm gonna show it one more time. Sorry, I didn't actually properly show it. I was a little rushed because I thought you knew what I was talking about. It's no problem. It's my fault. I didn't properly show everything I'm using. So basically the main components you need for this is these boots, which you can only get after beating the fire dragon. It's in the Spire of the Soul Seers. It's the second. So you have to do the first stage of that quest, where you go there and beat the Rimmergant thing, the big flesh golem or something. But you also have to beat Fire Drake. Oh, I'm at Hazongo, so I can't really show it. But yeah, this is just a testing character. So that's why he has it at Hazongo. But yeah, you can look up Rakenfield boots and you will see on the wiki how you get them. Once again, you have to beat Fire Drake. And this you buy in Port Maher. And you need a blunting belt, so you have more pierce armor. Then you have lightning armor because it does best of pierce or lightning. I mean, you can do it unless you're too far away from Port Maher. If you beat the Fire Drake, you just have to go to the Spire of the Soul Seers, Virgilius. And if you haven't done the first part of the quest, you can just do the first part of the quest, wait a little bit, and then the second part should become available. So as long as you're relatively close to Potmar, you can get them. And yeah, there's a ring I was talking about that you need for ranged accuracy. Yeah, I know you're in lack of time. Oh, did I say Potmar? I'm sorry, I mean Repeatketaka. Repeatketaka. You need to be close to Repeatketaka. I'm really sorry. Not Potmar. I'll link it in the wiki to you. Give me a second. You're not there, right? Yeah, that's a shame. I'm gonna link it to you in the wiki anyway, so you know for future. Just in case the run won't work. I hope it will, of course, obviously, but just in case, I'll link it to you. But yeah, if you're coming from Beast of Winter, you're way far away, that's true. But there you go, that's the requirements. I mean, you can always use scrolls, of course, for the helmet. But they are not infinite. But yeah, not having a lot of time does suck. In the ultimate. I don't even know if I want to wait around here right now. I would just want to come back a little later. Because these people are really obnoxious. Okay, I guess we're good. That looked a little scary. Yeah, it's the main problems about scrolls that it goes against reflex, while the boots go against deflection. And builds that are good for the ultimate have high reflex. That's why I personally don't like scrolls myself. The boots are just way easier to hit. Oh, they're pretty much guaranteed to hit. Because at least in my builds, I don't use resolve or anything at all. Because it's relatively useless for the most part. It does have its uses, but it's not that awesome. And also, since my accuracy is always really high, and it's weapon accuracy, I think that's a big part about scrolls. Scrolls only give you spell accuracy, and yeah, this is a solo run. This is the ultimate challenge, Migotech, so it's like the absolutely insane variation of a solo run where you also get all these crazy god challenges heaped upon you, and you have to carry a little girl with you and protect her, which doesn't fight back and is very annoying. But yeah, it's a mess, and sometimes it's not fun, but sometimes it is fun. A hint for you how I like to initiate fights, get myself brilliant. Sneak, place a trap somewhere away from enemies, lure them onto it with sparks. So are you saying that the enemies won't spot you? You're in combat and in sneak mode that way? So that would have worked for my Chanter as well. Wow, that's insane. That's insane. I think I haven't sold any traps yet. Usually I always sell all my traps. Yeah, level 16 always gets fun. That's the thing about this. Once we actually get to level 16, I mean, I haven't gotten to level 16 yet. We were close with level 15. Also, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I need the fucking bathroom again, guys. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. Oh, also, I'm not gone yet. The only way I could do Oracle, couldn't you just get Brilliant from the cloak? For all the DLCs, including Oracle? I'm pretty sure when I wasn't playing the Ultimate yet, I was able to carry over Brilliant from another area into the Oracle fight with the Cloak of Brilliant. Of course, you have to proc the Cloak in combat, because Brilliant Tactician makes Brilliant from the Cloak useless. But I mean, that's not really a problem. You make yourself invincible with Tactician Brilliant, you go into combat, you lose your Tactician Brilliant, you get the Cloak to proc, you use Salvation of Time, you prolong it. This method is easier, yeah, I mean, if you go into the Oracle fight out of combat, then I can totally see how it is. I was just worried about some fights where you go into them already in combat. But I guess if you're sneaking at the start of the fight, this is definitely better. For sure. Getting Brilliant with Cloak isn't fun. That's why I'm playing Tactician now. I hate the fucking Cloak. Alright, I'll be right back. I need the bathroom. Alright, we're back.
If you desire, could I persuade you? Would you laugh if you?
But yeah, I definitely tried that with my test character first, because I haven't done it before. But that does sound awesome.
Have you heard about the commotion at the palace?
Of course. Something about Luminous Adra.
A giant made of Luminous Adra.
All I know is that they're all at each other's throats up there.
I can't wait to make some new friends.
We have business. My bad so to the tribals.
We are civil.
That wolf he calls mother. would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silk.
Oh, I might have messed up one of the options there.
Arrogance. Nothing. Then you will die
Well, I don't think it matters. I don't know. If they kill Laro, there's not gonna be peace. But I guess if we do the whole first blood thing... I don't know what I even messed up there, but I didn't get the option to talk them out of it. Maybe I needed bluff for this. And I went with the whole diplomacy. I usually always go bluff first. So that might be it. Tried Maelstrom on my test character, instantly killed Vela. Oh yeah, that's the problem with AoE stuff. That's why you can't use that. She doesn't walk into Wall of Flames for some reason. But yeah, those don't proc it. Dude, I don't remember any of these options. I usually never get this. Oh, goes 3.
Not so pretty anymore. Witness.
I was a little bit slow there. Or I guess a little bit too fast, if you will. But it looks like it was alright. We might have gotten some bad reputation that we didn't want to get, maybe. But at least he didn't die. That should count for something. Oh, also I don't have my Sleight of Hand online yet, right? So it doesn't make sense going there yet. Anything else I need to do here? Don't think so. Oh, fast mode is showing again. Alright, let's go here.
I bet my...
Don't think the order matters too much in Repeatketaka. But if we could afford the gloves right now, it would be quite helpful.
Let's keep. I know just the thing. I'll handle this. Easy now.
Don't know if she actually has anything. I'm pretty sure she doesn't. I mean, at least there was some ingredients. Ingredients are always nice.
I'll take care of this.
letting me tag along. The Deadfire is awfully big for this little Orlin.
I got nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Bertenno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that! Madiko!
Let's keep quiet. I'll take care of this.
I need a fucking lantern in a shop. Because that makes sense.
Better part of valor. I'll have this open in no time. It's done. I'll have it.
Fortune for a pun, good sir?
Easy now.
So you're not to send me any more nudes? Must have been my evil twin.
What's this? I'll take care of this.
Apparently, Rogelius.
I know just the thing. I've done it.
Recognize the Sailor Moon outfit. What makes you think my evil twin can't wear that? Also, you didn't need to tell Chad about the Sailor Moon outfit. They didn't need to know. What am I supposed to do? Many options that include not talking.
You have no right to interfere in Ralph.
I don't give
Well,
if you've come to see Arkhamir, you're too
you outed me now.
I might as scamper back to the
I hope you feel good about yourself.
I'll have
I listen to you all the time.
Sea is true home. That smell of mountain.
Did the Queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira, I've never seen Aruihi run so fast.
Do you think the Quadra Colossus would come here next?
Let's actually try and get the gloves first. Nah, these items are expensive. They will help affording them. Well, I don't know if you thought that through first. I might just expose your evil secrets now. Because I'm that kind of guy
You went alone. I say you got thrown.
that craves revenge.
Some of us see what we should look for as long as there have been. What I am is to blame, I say. The fight with water shaping is Ngati's gift to the Huana, and apparently I am too. No, the only question, the what? Time alone is never wasted.
Oh shit.
Did you need something? What does a watcher... My peers do not understand you. And what will you do when you catch up? As if our quarters lead up with good guess, I see.
There we go. Don't do it. You should have thought about that. Really, yeah.
I'll take care of this.
This is definitely not weird, so although this is just a normal conversation between grown man, Kappa. Alright. Why are you tired? Is it hot? Like here? Or do you watch too much porn again?
Let's see what we found.
Can you cover over blade casket and conduit into the fight as ironclad and SSS? You mean carry over from SSS to ironclad or the other way around? Because aren't those very far away from each other? Or is an ironclad fight in SSS? I mean, you can carry over those buffs. You mean just from fight to fight during SSS? I mean, technically you should be able to. But I haven't played SSS in a while. I don't know if there's forced waits in there. But yeah, you just have to... The problem is you just have to extend the buffs forever. So I haven't really tried this in SSS specifically yet. But I've tried it in Forgotten Sanctum, and for me it definitely worked in Forgotten Sanctum. But yeah, it's just that SSS is pretty long, so I don't know how long you're gonna need to buff. Oh, you mean the fight where you turn into the thing where you can't use your abilities? I mean, you don't need to do that fight at all to finish SSS. I think you should be able to carry it over into that fight. But I also think you don't need to, because I think you don't need to do that fight at all. Because I had the problem when the one and only time I did SSS on a non-Iron Man character, I actually couldn't do that fight at all. I mean, I didn't have a brilliant guy or anything like that. I had some super weak character. But I managed to just beat the DLC without ever doing that fight. I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty certain you can carry it over into that fight. The fight only disables you using your abilities. I don't think it dispels anything that's on you. I'm pretty sure whatever buff you have on you, you will keep. But maybe don't try it in the ultimate just because I said so. Maybe try it with a test character first. But I'm pretty sure you should be able to. Why am I a very naughty boy? Why is it a drunk stream, Concert Hard? I'm very sober. I'm leaking like crazy. Have to keep going to the bathroom. But it's totally not because I drank too much beer. Teasing me so I might die. That's such a vicious scheme. Only fit of Console Hard. Only you could think of that.
What's this? I'll take care of this.
Yeah, first, it is really hot.
Let's keep quiet.
But I guess you'll do the pawn part later. Might myself a Podma. Well, it's your fault, Console Hard. It is your fault. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess we need the gloves for this. I'm gonna use Thief's Body on this. Not that desperate. It is 800 gold though. In there.
I'll take care of it.
I wonder if those guys would aggro if you trigger the trap. I've never really tested if enemies aggro when you trigger their traps. On chests. Or not enemies, like neutral people. Become enemies. Oh, there's items in here, I didn't know. They do, okay. So, let's not trigger the trap then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they probably do everywhere because they're trying to steal their trap. Steal their items. I guess it also depends if it's an AoE trap. I was greedy too, yeah. We're all greedy. The big imp boss, you mean Nemnock? I wonder if Nemnock even works. You remember that cheesy tactic with Nemnock? Where you trigger the fight and you go invisible and half of the enemies run away? Does that even work on the ultimate because you can't flee from combat? Will they even run away? I mean, yeah, it works in 5.0, but does it work when they... When you... I guess it doesn't stop them from running away if I can't. Okay, it works, okay. Alright. Cool. Happened to me in test run on ulti, okay. Cool. Haven't played since before the DLCs. It was the same for me until Forgotten Sanctum came out. But then I was really happy that I played Forgotten Sanctum because Forgotten Sanctum was pretty cool. Oh wait, I did play Beasts of Winter when it came out too. So I guess technically I just skipped SSS. You're a much better person than me, Thurston. Yeah, I didn't really see a reason to play SSS when it came out. I was like, everyone said it's not really the best DLC ever. So I just skipped it. But I did play SSS when Forgotten Sanctum came out. So I still experience you guys' pain. But yeah, SSS is pretty shit.
If you find yourself in need of comfortable...
I think my biggest weakness is that I only played it once, or that I only finished it once. So I kind of have to test it a lot with my test character before I can do it for the ultimate. I mean, Forgotten Sanctum I only did like twice as well. But it's a really well-made layout of the DLC, so it's pretty easy to remember everything. I wasn't able to find a solution to the scripted interactions that allows you to keep permabuffs. I mean, if it's buffs, it's buffs. Josh said that if something is buggy, then you don't need to restart your run for it or anything like that. SSS only challenge you not to vomit, that's true. Forgotten Sanctum was all the walking and shit took me 3 days on and off. I mean, that's pretty short for the whole DLC if you compare it to the Rudugan where you said it takes you 2.5 days. Or were you referring to travel time as well? I did the branch where you fight like your mirror clone, which might not have been the best idea though. Where you fight like the ghoul ambush and the mirror clone and that type of stuff. I don't remember what that branch was called. But I have to look up all the branches before I decide. As I said, I only played SSS once, so... But I do whatever one doesn't have that crazy shit where you lose your ability. Oh, the mirror was the starting branch. Yeah, I don't remember what the other branch was. But it was the first one you get. That's what I remember. It was the one where you didn't have to go crazy and run all over the place to get other stuff. It was the one where you like naturally just did whatever you did to proceed. But yeah, once again, I'll have to test that all with a test character anyway. Okay, can we afford this? Oh, we can, without even selling anything. That is weird. Where did I get this much gold? This much question mark gold. Wait, this is weird. Why can't I afford the gloves? I never sold anything except like at the start of the game some shit to afford lockpicks. But I just sold enough so I can just afford them. Well, it costs question mark and you have question mark, so clearly you can afford it. I guess I clearly will take it. The Rudugan can't make penetration high enough. So I don't know if you caught my question earlier, Virgilius. Are you using Avenging Storm? Because that should help a lot. And yeah, the crush damage from the Barras, but I don't know if Virgilius is Barras Priest. Because he said for him the things were not good enough. Oh, you are. So do you have the ring for penetration, the marksman's ring? Oh, you don't have the marksman's ring. Because that gives you 1 pen and 5 or 10 accuracy as well. But yeah, I feel like the main thing for the Rudugan is to crit a lot. So when you crit, you overpen obviously, and since you have no recovery, you have 4 accuracy and 1 pen. The priest's lightning buff. The priest has a lightning buff? Yeah, 13 pen against 14, but you're also gonna crit a lot. You have this for crit, right, Virgilius? Then you can use potions for crit. And this is for crit. Like, you can get a lot of crit. I mean, Akina Tricon would also be kind of cool, but you ideally want to use the helmet for the lightning damage. But I guess Virgilius can't really use that helmet effectively. But yeah, if you have 13 pen against 14 armor, but you also have 0 recovery, I feel like the pen shouldn't be the biggest deal, in my personal opinion. If you have a lot of crit. Oh, do you have the crit ring as well? You can also get a crit ring from deck of many things. But you need a lot of gold for it to be really effective, which isn't always easy on the ultimate. Oh yeah, and you can flank him as well. That's really true, you could flank him for less armor. But that means you need brilliant in combat. But hey, you're a tactician. Yeah, just use spiritual ally for the flank. So you get tactician, you get brilliant in combat, and you get the flank -1 armor, and boom, you have enough armor. Can you even flank him though if you have a ranged weapon? Yeah, I guess you can if you're close enough to him. What lightning buff do you mean, Consort? Priest doesn't have a lightning buff, does it? But yeah, the flanking should totally solve your issue, Virgilius, even if he kills the ally every now and then. Since you will have brilliant in combat because he's flanked, you'll just keep getting your summon back. That should be super helpful. Actually, for Tactician, that is amazing. You just have to be close enough to him. Both your summon and you have to be very close to him, because you will have a ranged weapon. It's sometimes really iffy to flank the Rudugan because he's a big circle, but if you test around a little bit, you will find out how to do it. That definitely should solve your issue. Yeah, the Rudugan should be the easiest mega boss by far, in my opinion. Okay, so we got the glass. I'm still not quite certain how we had 4k gold when we never sold anything. I haven't quite understood that yet.
Isn't this brilliant?
I'm still trying to figure out how I had enough gold for the gloves without never ever selling anything. Oh, it's 8 level for single class, right. That's a priest buff. Yeah, but you can't really do anything about the -1 pen cannon. Like, not on the Rudugan at least. It might work. It might work on other enemies, but I've at least unsuccessfully, maybe they fixed that by now, maybe they changed that by now, but I personally never could get rid of that against the Rudugan, because he's so big. If you flank him correctly, your ally will be pretty far away from you, and it never counted back in the day when I played Tactician, but that's a long while ago. That's when Tactician came out, so maybe they fixed that by now. But that would make it even greater, of course. That would make it even better, if you can get rid of that penalty too. Flanked by a mule kick. Wait a second. I forgot about that, and now Virgilius is gone. I mean, then you don't have crashing damage, though. Because for mule kick you need... But isn't he immune to disoriented? Isn't disoriented a mind thing? Yeah, it's perception. Isn't he immune to that? I'm pretty sure he's immune to mind afflictions. No, it just said Cadden said flanked by a mule kick. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on him at all. If I'm... Yeah, I mean, first of all, you can't use it with Rod Skulls. But also, I'm pretty sure it actually doesn't work on the Rudugan. Isn't perception mind affliction? Isn't he immune to that? I mean, fists are cool, but fists don't get enough pen. How much pen do fists actually get? You're really getting enough pen, 14 pen with fists? It doesn't work, yeah. I thought so too. Pretty sure he's immune to mind afflictions. They get +4. Okay, let's go here. Oh wait! We can do this now. Not that we need it anymore. Kind of a little bit of a waste of time now that we have the gloves, honestly. But it doesn't really matter, I guess. I think Cadden, what probably happened in your game is he got knocked up by the mule kick because he's not immune to the knock up. But it showed the flank because you were using the spiritual ally anyway. But it is good news that you can get rid of the tactician penalty with the ally now. Because back when I played tactician, that definitely did not work on him.
I'll handle this. Easy now.
But yeah, we're collecting some awesome info here. I mean, Virgilius is definitely the closest to beating the challenge right now, I think. And I don't know how high level anyone else got. I read that the other day Decadency died at level 17. But I think Virgilius has been at level 20 for quite a while. But he's just short on time right now. Went to kill the polyp. You mean the kraken? Yeah, kraken. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I mean, one of the SSS thing, I think it is, says like kill the beast of Galloway or something like that. It is really confusing. So do you have to kill other bosses and Doru, or just Doru and then go to end the game?
I'll have it.
Oh, so they have to do SSS as well. For me personally, SSS is the biggest wildcard because I've only ever done it once. Yeah, Sigil Master shouldn't be the biggest issue in my opinion as well. I know everyone keeps saying it should be so hard because of the clans, but for me it was the easiest and first mega boss I killed on my non-ultimate run, and I was a tactician. Yeah, but as long as you don't damage the Sigil Master Cadence, the Cleanse rune will only attack on its own. There won't be more than one rune up. You can open the fight with the Eternal Dart. How does the Eternal Dart help though? It's raw damage. It doesn't give you Brilliant. What does the Eternal Dart actually give you? Oh, you mean use it on Doru? I thought use it on yourself. Yeah, right, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean now. I don't know, that way you don't have the boots for the helmet proc though. If you use it out of combat where you have the boots for combat again, can you use them in combat again to proc your helmet? Right now I play Baldur's Gate 2 for the first time, just killed Farcrack. This game is capable of keeping pressure on player without being annoying. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 2 is amazing console hard. If it was for me, I'd just play that every day on stream as well. But people don't want to see Baldur's Gate 2 every day. It's such a fun game. If you're finished with your first playthrough, Consort, definitely check out the Sword Coast Stratagem or short SCS mod version 32, the newest version that just came out. It's so amazing.
I'll have this open in no time. Let's see what we found.
Maybe it won't recharge. I mean, technically it should, because you're in stealth when you use it. But yeah, I haven't tried it, so I don't know. Yeah, I probably played it a little bit more than 8 times. I have to say I'm guilty of keeping replaying it. But I mainly just use Ascension and SCS as mods. I don't really use all the UI mods and all that stuff. Even though they're amazing. They're super amazing, but I don't really use them. I've used some like HLA mods as well.
I know just the thing. I'll handle it.
I might not have enough mechanics on squares. No, 7 should be fine. Can I actually craft an Adra potion? Yeah, playing is more fun than watching, that is true. But doesn't that really go for any game that you really like? Oh yeah, we need gold. Okay, I guess we go... No, we can't go downstairs. Screw this chest.
I'll take care of this.
Yeah. We only need 7 for the quest chest, if you will. And for the traps. So it's fine. Wait, do I even have Thieves' Putty? This is falling apart very quickly. I do have Thieves' Putty. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright.
Suits me, don't you think?
I do. He is immune to flanked. I mean, not to flanked, but to perception flanked. He's definitely not immune to flanked, but he is immune to like all the perception afflictions that apply for run. He has 180 fort. Oh yeah, that's the next thing. His fort is by far his most insane defense. But yeah, you can use spiritual allies, so that is really cool. And it's awesome that you can remove the tactician debuff now, because you could not do that back when tactician came out. At least not on Dorudogan. I'm pretty sure I was able to remove it in other scenarios, but I couldn't use it against him. So that's really awesome that you can do that now. So that should totally get rid of your problem, Virgilius, because that way you actually gain 2 pen. Or I mean, he loses 1 pen, or he loses 1 armor from getting flanked, and you gain 1 pen from tactician debuff going. So that should be pretty good, so thank you, Kaden. I don't think you actually need to sneak by this guy, by the way. I mean, fists don't really change anything compared to rod skulls for flanking. You just have to be careful how you position yourself and the summon. But other than that, it shouldn't really make a difference. How much pen do you have with fists, Kaden? Hey, Sheep Striker, yeah. I mean, right now the ultimate is at the boring stage where we're Repeatketaka. But I've done this so many times that I feel like I've gotten a little bit quicker at doing it. Maybe. I mean, I'm talking a lot and sometimes pausing or whatnot. But in general, I feel like I've gotten a little bit more efficient at what I do, I guess. 13 pen. Oh, really? 7 base, plus 4 monastic, plus 2 tenacious. I mean, I think you got 14 with Rod Skulls because of the Ring of the Marksman. So I guess at the end of the day, Rod Skulls is still better by 1 pen. And he does have 14. I mean, he only has 13 armor if you flank him, I guess. So I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it comes down to Rod Skulls having way more accuracy because they're one-handed and you can use Ring of the Marksman. I mean, Virgilius doesn't have Ring of the Marksman. Right. Maybe the fists are better for him. But he's testing it right now. Potion of Ascension. I don't think those give you better stats on summoned weapon. I don't think power level affects summoned weapons at all. I'm pretty sure I tested that, Jack Jimmy J. Basically, they only scale of character level, not of power level. Because you do get... That way you would get... Oh, for monastic, I'm sorry. I don't know about that. I have not tried that. I do not know about monastic. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work though. But yeah. Caden will test it for us. Yeah, still alive, Megania. I mean, we made it through the somewhat dangerous early parts because we've done it a million times before, so it's a little scary but not actually dangerous. And this is just Repeatketaka, where everything is safe and boring at the same time. Which is not the best combination, but it's better than unsafe and boring. It's better than dangerous and boring. Can't get him flanked. Are you very close to him with your character? Like, is your circle super close to his circle, Virgilius? Like, are you standing like this next to him? So close when I tried to move the boss moves. Yeah, maybe it doesn't work with the Rod Skulls on him then. Because I've seen ranged weapon users get flanked. Or I think I've used it myself for flanking. But then maybe you have to do it with the fists, like Caden said. But you probably don't have monastic unarmed training. Because you definitely need that for the pen. Maybe you can respec somewhere if you don't have it. Yeah, you're on your test character right now. So I guess you could stop in Ma and respec on the way from Beast of Winter. And yeah, it's a smart move not to move to another location. Because otherwise you'd be wasting so much time on the ship map. But yeah, I really hope you succeed. You're so close. Oh, Ascension Potion does give you pen with fists? Really? Wow. Critting a lot now and crits average around 60. Okay, that's pretty good. But I guess if the fists, monastic unarmed, the power potion really gives you pen, then the fists are definitely better. Because you're gonna get them flanked. guaranteed, so he's gonna lose 1 armor, and it's 1 extra pen. So that does sound amazing. Thank you for all the testing, Kaden. No, I think it just gives you 1 pen, which I use. Like, it was +4 before, and now it gives you +5.
Be displeased.
But yeah, that is pretty cool. Do you have your Scardio set to give you ranged accuracy, or do you have it set to give you all accuracy? Because it's probably smarter to have it to give you all accuracy. Especially if you're using fists. I was debating about it myself. But just because of the greatsword, I was probably gonna go with all accuracy anyway.
I'll take care of this. What's this? I know just the thing. It's done. I'll take care of this.
Oh, also, James, are you recording your run? Are you gonna send it in to Josh?
I'll take care.
I kind of want to put 1-point mechanics here. You started to record it, but then I had power shortage. Oh no! And I cheated my save back on, so it doesn't matter for this run. That's a shame. We actually had like 2 power shortages this year, which is crazy. I mean, we're living on a village now, and we used to live in a city, but still, not used to getting a power shortage in Germany, and then it happens twice at the start of a year. The Potion of Ascension also increases damage and accuracy 65% instead of 60, I think it is. Plus 18. Oh, instead of 50. Plus 80 instead of plus 14. That is crazy. Fists actually sound better than summoned weapons now then. Yeah, fists definitely better than summoned weapons now. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same. I'm just doing it for the completion for myself. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the first 12 people who get the recognition. I don't know how many people are as close as you are. Might not be on all the time tomorrow. I might actually play Diablo 2 tomorrow, Megania. Or should I postpone it for a day and play something else? Play like Kingmaker or something. Yeah, with the potion it does sound like fists are actually really good. You will see it, Jarek. You saw it yesterday. Are you making excuses not to play it? What? I just asked if it would be better if I postponed it. Because I just know that Megania's interested in it too. You teaser, you. I guess you get this. And I guess this doesn't really matter too much. Might be more AFK than usual. I guess I'd see what I'll feel like tomorrow. I mean, I kind of want to get on with Diablo 2. I guess nothing too exciting is to happen tomorrow since I just entered Act 2. So there's not like, I'm not gonna get out of Act 2 or anything crazy like that tomorrow. Not gonna fight any boss or something. Yeah, they should benefit from 2-weapon style. Act 2 is exciting. I mean, I guess it is. I'm just saying, it's just the start of the act. It's not like any bosses or anything. It's the most exciting thing ever. Twice as exciting. I mean, it's totally up to you, Megania. You decide. I can play Pathfinder or something. What doesn't work with them is a baby boar. Oh, really? Is it just for monk fists that it works?
I'm learning a lot.
You're not learning shit. These are 7, right? And we have 6. Pathfinder of Exile. I don't know. I really like Path of Exile, but I don't like the grinding. You know how it be. I mean, the last time she said that, Virgilius, was when I blew up Benwis with a bomb. I guess she was learning something there, but what's she learning right now?
What's this?
Oh, it's supposed to give you slash damage or interrupt. Yeah, it only works with weapons, I think. And fists, I guess, aren't weapons.
I'll have this open in no time. I know just the thing.
Wait, we do have lockpicks though, right? Yeah.
I'll have
Oh, also that thing. Okay, Megania, have a good rest. See you tomorrow. Another pet works, even though it has the same wording. Oh, it was something else, not a pet. Right. Yeah, that is weird. But that's a problem a lot in Deadfire in general. It's the same with like the stacking, with accuracy and defenses and whatnot. Unless you're referring to something on the right side of a skill tree, like on the passive side. Basically, passive abilities are supposed to stack with everything. But yeah, items are actives, generally. In this game. Items and like modals and whatnot are actives. Hylia's talents.
Thanks for letting me tag along. The Deadfire is awfully big for this little Orlin.
Hylia's talents works with fists. That is weird.
I know just the thing. I've done it.
Have to beat Diablo 2 twice again after he beats it on normal. Yeah, it's like old Path of Exile. That's what they did in Path of Exile before maps came out. And I guess before the new acts came out. Like originally, they only had Act 1 to 5. Yeah! Tell her, Jarek. Tell her. I do wish her to shut up. So we did get the quest thing, right? Yeah, we did. Yeah, she never listens to me either. Melee weapon hit. Yeah, that is weird. I thought maybe fists don't count as melee weapons. When are we going to Kaiser? Yeah, that is really, really obnoxious. We're ready when we're ready. We'll go when we're going. She just doesn't get it. What am I supposed to do? Count for proficiency. I mean, you get the fists automatically. As you can see right now, I have the torch. Oh, you mean weapon proficiency? Yeah, I'm not certain. It probably does, Cadden. Can you check that? Yeah. It does count. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, fists actually sound a lot better than I thought. I never realized that Potion of Ascension would work with them, but it makes sense since they're not summoned. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he means Specialization Mastery. I really did not think it through at all. I was just thinking about how summoned weapons don't scale with power level and only with character level. But yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy that fists with monastic do. That actually makes them better than any summoned weapon. This definitely changed the whole Barras thing. You could just go Skein then, I guess. Doesn't make the biggest difference, just saying. Potion of Ascension to my must-have items. Yeah, I guess that's the main problem about the potions. It's a consumable, so you don't want to depend on it. But at the end of the day, you only need it against stuff like the Rudugan. You don't always need that much pen. I guess the accuracy is really nice. But if you have one for each mega boss, I'm pretty sure you're fine. And they're not that hard to craft. They're pretty easy to craft. The ingredients, you can buy them pretty easily over time, I think. Yeah. Yeah. This is the expensive ingredient in here, boys. Jade. This is the expensive ingredient. And you find like 10 million tons of those. So crafting those is definitely not hard. 30 jade without trying, yeah. Jade is definitely not hard to get.
Better part of valor.
Oh man. I misclicked because of the stupid cam. This is so obnoxious. Ah, now we have to wait again. Fast mode. I don't remember if this is worth it. I think there's some pretty juicy stuff. It's just weird you have to open these like the last one first. And then this one. Because otherwise... you lose a key. What? I was too slow. I was distracted. It's Vela's fault. Blame Vela. I guess it's better if we stay in this corner so we don't lose... we don't have to start gaining stealth meter or losing stealth meter when she goes over there. There you go. Of course it's always her fault. Oh, I don't have enough Slate of Hand. Okay. Vela, it wasn't your fault this time. Just one single time. What? But I still will blame you for every atrocity committed. Yeah, I just like to use smart cam when I'm running around, when I'm not sneaking on autumn combat because I'm lazy. But I probably should just get used to keeping it off. It's so bad whenever you want to do something precise, because all of a sudden your screen suddenly decides to move. It definitely can easily kill you in combat. I think I'm pretty sure I actually already died to it in combat. Postinago.
I would go back there. It provide you to play.
Yeah, that is true, Rogelios. But still, I still don't think she was the most brilliant idea someone ever had. I could have thought of more fun ways to make the game more challenging than, yeah, put in a little stupid girl that doesn't do anything at all. Blame fans for Vela. Are you saying people actually requested this atrocity? You can drag screen by middle click and drag. Oh really? It might have my middle click assigned to something weird, but let me actually test that. You don't? By the way, do you? Oh yeah, I have it assigned to force attack, because when I was playing the Shanta, like I had to keep summoning skeletons and force attack myself. But I guess I can fix that. Do you always actually rescue her, Jarek? Isn't that the quest in the village with like the fanatics, the church fanatics or something? Where you go underground and... I'm not even sure if I remember this correctly. It's been too long. Yeah, I can see your fans were obsessed with the idea, but they didn't have to make it into a challenge. They could have made it like she's running around with you like a pet, but she can't be hurt. And like she grows because she's a kid, get it? She gains levels or whatever. She grows up before your eyes. They could have made it something funny. It didn't need to be a challenge, is what I'm saying. I never would have activated her in the first place. I would have activated her for like 10 minutes. Then I would have gotten fed up with her dialogue and kicked her. It's a pan camera option. I'll try it for a little bit. I have to get used to it though. Yeah, and I'm just crashed.
What are you doing? Get out!
I do not laugh her, Jarek. I do not. Yeah, for me it's definitely better than using arrow keys if I'm moving around and looting. Like, I don't mind using arrow keys or WASD in general, but it's just when I'm moving around and I'm pressing tab at the same time, I don't want to be using arrow keys or screen edge or whatever. It's just weird for me to press tab and use those at the same time. But yeah, we'll have to get used to it. seems fine.
I'm learning a lot.
You can lock tab? Really? How do you do that? How do you lock tab? Hey Dreddy, yeah, I thought to like include a little bit more personal because there's some stuff people keep asking and hopefully that will explain at least some of it. Also, what's up, Dreddy? Toggle interactables, right? And the highlight interactables. So I guess it's down in the UI. Oh, it's in controls. I guess I missed it because I'm blind. Oh, there it is. Easy. Thank you. That is really good. Yeah, and to me it's really annoying to worry about that because I press it all the time anyway. So that is super helpful. Did I need to buy anything here? I think we're actually done here. Question mark. Oh, also I have to end the stream. I just realized. Oh, sorry, Kels. It's pretty late here. Yeah, I will continue the ultimate run, of course. As you know, I just took that break because I died like 5 times in a row. I do not know when. I will either play Pathfinder or Diablo 2 tomorrow. I haven't decided yet, but probably Diablo 2. Maybe the day after tomorrow. What day is it today?
Pretty churches?
It's Wednesday today. So yeah, most likely on Friday actually. Because Saturday is gonna be Divinity 1 with Kaiser. So yeah, most likely Friday.
Sword? I promise to be careful.
Must be careful when sparring. See the scratches on the wood?
This toggle tap is so amazing. I really like it. You there. What are you doing in my neighborhood? I don't think these people actually care if you steal.
The better part of valor.
Because they're servants. These, on the other hand, do care. Yeah, it actually happened before Kaden. I mean, I don't think it was ultimate run. I was just a normal TCS run. But I've definitely died to getting spotted during stealing before.
I'll have this opening there.
I think it might have been one of my ultimate attempts. I don't think it was. Oh yeah, the deck of many things, and then the fog of war at the same time. Stray Sparkcracker actually happened to me against Ghosts in the ultimate on Port Mal. That was a super early end to the run. Those things can be pretty nasty if they hit someone. I might actually not include stealing from the deck in my run. I haven't decided yet. It seems a little risky, and all the items are super cheap that you buy there, all the good items. Deck of many things is so crazy. I don't know why everything is so cheap there.
We meet again. Akira, the...
I mean, stealing there is super profitable. Extremely profitable.
Well, thank you again, True.
Yeah, it's a lot of loot. You make a lot of money stealing there, don't get me wrong.
Hold a moment. The Queen meets with trading company by...
It's just mostly for selling like the items you need. If you buy them, they're not that expensive. Yeah, it looks like that, Projo. It looks like they just want to help people with monster hunting. It's just crazy that on one hand everything is so cheap, but on the other hand they're all super high level, and if you get caught stealing, they might eat your ass.
You an interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen.
I think the first time I tried fighting them, like outside of any TCS or ultimate runs, I got my ass handed to me. I don't remember which character it was, but when I was there with my tactician blood mage, I actually was able to beat them. No, not tactician. Was it tactician blood mage? Oh, it was tactician blood mage, yeah. But that wasn't TCS or it wasn't ultimate, so I had more than one try. But that's a really hard fight. And yeah, it is definitely GG if you have Vela with you, because she's just gonna get one shot.
This one is one of... I take it from your question that you are not here to enlighten us about a song.
How you... We assembled to... How came the letter... My priest... I said some...
Oh, whatever.
You should feel sick. And I bought your...
Yeah, that would have been much more fan service as well, Projo. Like, the argument keeps coming that people wanted her. Like, they want... Or Jarek said earlier that she's there because people want to say what happened to the baby Arlen. Yeah, she does gain HP and she does gain, like, a little bit of defenses. Like, she isn't the same when you're level 20. And she definitely has more HP, she has more of everything, but she's still so squishy that she does get one shot. It doesn't make the biggest difference. Like, if you go and fight some very weak mobs and like kind of ignore her, don't protect her, then maybe she can survive. But maybe she also can't. I guess it depends how quickly you're gonna kill the enemies. Yeah, that's the thing, Projo. She does die instantly. So there might be like 1 or 2 enemy encounters where she won't die instantly in the entire game, but in most encounters she'd still die. Also, upscaling is a thing. That's the main problem. Enemies get upscaled if you're higher level. So she might just die on Port Mara if you go back to Port Mara and do like some of the fights. Garachi Street or something. I'm pretty sure if you're level 20 and she's like quote unquote level 20 as well, Garachi Street, don't protect her, she's gonna die. Even though that's the starting island. Also like 1 XP of our next question mark level. Alright guys, I'm gonna end here for today. And I'll see you around tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for chatting. And see you around. Oh, wait. I've almost forgotten to raid someone. I keep doing that. I need to raid someone. Let's see who's streaming. And yeah, thank you guys for saying hello. And most help came from Kada and Virgilius, no problem. I wasn't really that helpful. Yeah, there's quite a few people streaming. Let's raid Strato, because he's playing Baldur's Gate 2. Oh yeah, right, Kels. You're not streaming right now, I could raid you. Yeah, I've been really forgetful with the raiding in the past. But I try to be a good boy in the future. Bye bye!
I'm still... That's good, because I wanted to change